I told you that I would update my Smile Direct journey as I go through it with my invisible aligners. To yesterday, not today, but yesterday, I actually started my second month. So I've decided that, I finished my first 3 aligners and I'm on to my 4th, that I'll update you every month. Just to see where I am. And I do have a few tips and hints and tricks that might be very helpful to know right off the bat. So first of all, I'm going to give you the good, bad, the ugly. So the bad and kind of the ugly. They hurt when you put them in. You are going to get some aches. I got like a jaw ache around, and if you've ever had an earache that turned into a jaw ache, ice does not help with that. Heat actually does. So drinking, in order to keep it as just straight water, I actually started drinking some warmed up water, not hot, but warm, and having like the warm in my mouth felt good. You can't have hot things because it could mess up the aligners, so you only want to drink cold water when you're drinking with it. I just had it so it was a little more than room temperature when I drank it with the aligners, but coffee helped because it was warm. I'd take them out and I'd drink the coffee and it would make my jaw feel better, and then I'd put them back in, just, because beauty is pain. So anyways, don't be surprised if you get some aching in your jaw. That lasted probably the first week where it was bad. And it's just your body getting adjusted to it. Your jaw and your teeth, things are shifting and moving. It's going to hurt. And that's okay. Just kind of get through it, and you'll be all right. The second kind of trick that I learned is that you need to brush your teeth before you put the aligners in. So every time you eat or you drink something, brush your teeth. This was my solution to it. Yes, it's an Ipsy bag, because why not? I use Ipsy bags for so much random stuff. But this is my Smile Direct Ipsy bag because it's happy, and it made me happy. And in it, you're going to see a few items. Number 1, my aligners case that currently has my aligners, my month 2, week 1, set in it, because you cannot have them in your mouth while you drink wine. I get my 1 glass, and then I get to brush my teeth and put them back in. And then I'm done until we have dinner in a couple hours. And then I'll go ahead and take them back out, eat, brush my teeth, put them back in. So anyway, so my aligners, I keep these little dudes in there. Because, it's wet in there, but that's actually just water. It's not spit. Because I rinse everything really well and I brush it. You're supposed to clean your aligners with a mild soap. You're not supposed to use toothpaste. Yes, I just splashed water on me. And whatnot. You're supposed to clean them with a mild soap. So I do that. I do that with a toothbrush. And my other things that are in my bag, I have toothpaste. This is my travel toothbrush. It's soft. They are soft bristles, but they're a little flatter, which actually, and it is an electric toothbrush, so it vibrates a little bit, which makes it a little easier to clean. But I found that this particular toothbrush is extremely narrow right here, so it fits inside really well to get in there. There's my original toothbrush is an Oral-B one, and the head is much fatter, and I wasn't able to get in and brush. So this is my Smile, I use it when I go on an airplane and such, so it actually gets a lot of use. It just takes a AA battery to refill it. But this stays in my bag because I use it to brush my teeth. Every time I take the aligners out, I brush them with at least water, at least twice a day. When I take them out in the morning and when I take them out before I eat dinner, I actually brush them with the soap that it says, because you don't want plaque buildup on these, because then you're putting that plaque buildup back into your mouth. And this is my bottom one. And that's just gross. Don't do that. Another little trick that I have is, this is I don't know if you can see it. This is a flossing tool, and it's meant to go in and get like in between the teeth. So it's got like a little wire with these little bristles on it that almost look like an eyelash thing. You know, you could probably use this to put mascara on your bottom lashes and it would do a really stellar job. This is from the 100 yen store. They have them at the regular stores, but I have a plethora of them from when we lived in Japan. And like these are really, really good for my kids and for me, and I just threw them in everything and used them all the time. Well, I bought a whole bunch of them and then they got lost forever because, you know, military moving. Woo! So I actually could not find them for a very long time. And then I just recently found them and was like, oh, yay. So it's really helpful to have, you know, if you don't have these, then at least keep some floss in there, because the last thing that you want to do, I did it one time, I regretted it, is have anything like stuck in your teeth. Like if you ate some chicken and you get like that little piece that gets stuck in the back. If you put the aligners back in with that, it feels terrible. Like it is the worst feeling in the world. I felt so gross. I had to take the aligners out, and then I actually made the back of my gums bleed, like trying to get it out with, I had a toothpick and was just, no, don't do that to yourself. Get some floss or get this and just go ahead and up your oral health game. It's not gonna hurt you. So anyways, that's everything that's in the bag, and I put the toothbrush in first because it's big. Like compared to the bag, it doesn't fit in as easily. So I kind of squished that one in down, and then the aligners go in here. The toothpaste goes in there, and my little flosser. And then this lives in my purse or my teacher bag. I take it out back and forth. It just sits right next to my wallet. And that makes it very, very easy to have good oral health while I go. Like I said, I am on month 2. Week 1, so I have used 3 aligners, and there is a difference between, now like mind you, just looking at my teeth, I can't see the difference in my teeth, but when I hold up my first aligner versus my 4th aligner, like I can tell the movement. And through the ache in my jaw, I can tell the movement. Now, a few of the other issues that I've had were, number 1, the lisp. So if you've watched my first video, you saw me cracking up. Yeah, my daughter took advantage of that a lot. And my son too, because I have raised sarcastic little monsters. I love my children, my spawn, but they definitely got my sense of humor, my sarcasm, my attitude, which is interesting. It comes out in fun ways sometimes, including them really making fun of mommy for a little while there until I was like, all right, we're done. You're good. You've made fun of me. We're done. That's it. And so they made fun of me with that. The other problems where I had, and I did see like a few people mention this, but it wasn't really talked about, was feeling like my gums, like my lip, not my gums necessarily, but my lip around the outside of my gums and my tongue were being cut to shreds. That's what it felt like. It felt like everything was being shredded. Wolverine lived inside my mouth. My mouth became a Langolier. If you don't know who either of those are, then I think you're on the wrong channel. And so anyways, it hurt. And in particular, it was the sides of my tongue. Right here, where it would rub up on the bottom part of like where it rested. The very tip of my tongue, oddly, because when I talked, it would touch the back part of the top aligner. And mind you, the aligners aren't out, they aren't sharp. It's just that it is in fact a new texture and a new surface that you have your skin coming in contact with. And it needed to toughen up a little bit. The outside of my, like I thought I was gonna be spitting out blood after the first times that I used them. It felt that uncomfortable. Mind you, like for me, it wasn't hurting. I gave childbirth naturally, and that didn't even hit a 10 on the scale of, you know, pain scale from 0 to 10. When I go to the doctor and they're like, what kind of pain are you in? And it's a 2. I had a broken bone and my pain level was like a 4. So just understand that it's not that, you know, it's really like it hurt, but it didn't like hurt. It was extremely uncomfortable and very disconcerting and very annoying, which is more of an inconvenience to me than the pain. Just to be constantly worrying that, like, is this cutting my tongue? Am I getting blisters? Is this and this, like, you know, mommy worry. That's great. Sorry, that was my mom actually texting me. Yes. My mom is, so, in case you didn't know, my parents actually live with us. And my husband's parents too. So we've got a full house. We have 8 people in our household. So my mom is at the local Mexican place. We have one that, I'm not going to say where we live just for privacy reasons, but we have one that's actually family owned and we really like them. So I asked my mom if she wouldn't mind just going and picking up tacos for us for tonight. So we're going to be having tacos for tonight, and that was her telling me that she's ordered them, and so she'll be on the way home soon. So I gotta wrap up my video making because we're about to go eat dinner. I'm excited. So anyways, so the discomfort only lasted a week or two. I think that maybe like by the second week, I either didn't notice or everything had toughened up, but by the end of the second week, and I know that it was the end of the second week because when I popped in my third set, which is month 1, weeks 3 and 4, when I popped in that third set, then I didn't have that discomfort. Like there was a little bit where I felt it, but it didn't have that discomfort portion anymore. It just kind of felt odd. And then the feeling of like my teeth moving actually, and the feeling of my teeth moving was actually very uncomfortable. But other than that, there was no more hurting from the rubbing. So that is going to happen. And from what I've read, I don't think anybody has ever escaped that. But know that it is normal. It does go away. You do not have a langolier in your mouth. It's not being shredded. Freddy Krueger did not pop up and visit. So you're good. So again, the tricks, have a case, have something to keep all of your stuff together. Have, you know, your case with you. Have all of your stuff in it. Have your toothbrush, your toothpaste. Remember, don't use the toothpaste on the aligners. Only use a mild soap and water. I brush them all the time with just water, and then I use soap twice a day. But yeah, I'm actually really, really happy so far. I have not started the whitening treatments yet because I actually ordered like a supplemental one just in case it doesn't get it as white as I like. So I'm going to hold off on that a little bit, wait, and then try it again later. But yeah, that's all. So, bye. Cheers.